this squad. Who else has one?
I got one in mine.
There's one left in the
Daz
box.
has one.
Mine,
Four.
but be advised, these moves
Storm has one. Five.
to the crossroads.
They're all gone, so we picked up all of them.
Okay, I just wait.
Miner, we can do it like this for mining to the crossroads instead.
All right, guys, gather around.
We can do it like this.
Hold on.
We can do
Hold on,
one
I'm
squad
gonna-
defense, one squad mines, and then change over.
Wait a minute.
Okay, I just don't want to get an uneven amount.
All right, so as you guys sort through the mines, I'm going to go over everything. Feel free to top off on food and water when we finish up, because then I'm going to ask you guys to start using your actual food and water. Please get off of me. All right, so just reviewing the operation, you guys are basically going to go to the orange dotted MSR and do stuff along it. Your main objective is to take the 10 free AT mines in this box and plant them along the road. Once you plant them, please put a marker on side chat with like green or purple or something so I know, and I can pay you for it. I'll confirm its location and then just add a tally mark, and then every tally mark I put down, it's worth $100. There are 2 additional marked positions here and here. Each position is worth $500 if you clear it out. Then you have a bunch of secondary objectives. Along the orange dotted line are camps to basically cover the MSR. If you clear it out, it's another $100. I'll just mark it when you clear it. There are additional vehicles. Some might be parked along the MSR or in the camps by it, or they might be coming down. If you destroy any trucks, it's 150. If you destroy any BRDMs or APCs like VTRs, it's 300. Same with 113s in that category. And then BMPs or tanks are 500. Please note, destroy means destroy. An AT mine will more than likely disable a BMP or a tank. However, if you put additional AT or put a charge on it and dead it, I will cook it off. AT, not so much. I'll let you get a critical hit for that one, but if you put a charge on it and you cook it, I will, do the Zeus thing, because that's, using something to blow something. And then we, of course, have the individual and group payout, and then there's a $100 bonus per player for this mission. No penalties, and that's all I got. There are multiple random caches in this AO, so go nuts. Avoid this, avoid that. I'd also recommend you avoid this down here. Everything else is fair game for this AO. Questions?
Can we dump them in the river? Does that count?
Dump what in the river?
Vehicles. Does that count as destroyed?
No, because they can get towed out and then replaced.
Okay.
When it comes to marking mines on map, do you want like pinpoint accuracy, or could I just circle an area and say I put 3 here?
I'd prefer pinpoint, because if I can't find them, I can't pay you for them.
Fair enough.
So if you say there's 3 mines, but I only find 2, I'm only giving you the 2.
That one guy who hides it really well. Damn you.
It's you put it on a road, bro. That's why I also pick these, because they're easy to see on the road.
Put them in the damn middle of the road, people, okay? At least that's what my team's gonna do.
All right, any other questions for your game master?
Will the BTR some stuff be crude or gonna skew off?
No idea. It's whatever. So if you find a static one and blow it up, you get the payment for it.
Can we steal them?
You can try.
What?
Well,
Anybody
you
have
said a
engineering
G-word.
firms?
1 second.
Who has demo?
Can we bring back the vehicles from the...
You can try.
Well, not the armored vehicles, I mean unarmored.
You can try.
Alright, thank you, Falcon.
I have to put my
I don't know how we're gonna get them
napkins
across the
through
river, though.
I mean, if it's a BTR, it can swim.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
BMP, but
If we can get the BTR.
Don't be such a gremlin that we
Yeah,
try to
okay.
steal armored vehicles across a river. Goddamn.
Hey man, if I'm under attack and I see a window of opportunity, I'm gonna use it against them.
Like,
All right, any other questions for me, or can we get started?
I think we're good.
All right, good luck, have fun.
Ronnie, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Alright then, ready for us to move?
Let me get these hidden. Well, hold on. That, and that, and that.
Holy cow, we're gaining on 3 years, Batman. Quick, grab a bad joke from your belt.
Right.
What is white and can't climb up a tree? A refrigerator.
Damn, Tech. I can't believe Angel also remastered that and turned that into his
was
freaking...
Storm or Devil who had the last one?
Doesn't appear for that uniform, but appears there. Tech Free, thanks for the 29-month resub, buddy. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. This scenario is not PvP. It's basically we're testing the slot. In the future, there might be some contracts that are PvP, but I'm going to let the player base vote on it. They're going to be incredibly lucrative, and we'll just have to see how things play out. So, we see that they're making a bunch of plans here. I'll be spawning some QRF, maybe putting some additional AT everywhere. We got 2 positions to clear out that are pretty well loaded. We got some caches in play in various spots as well, so we'll see how things go. We debbed this up last night on stream, and I'm pretty happy with it, but we'll see what the player base does with it. Otherwise, C, thanks to the 5 gift subs. We've got a sub from C. Make sure you thank him. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. And Zaggin, thanks for a 34-month resub as well, broski. Hope you keep enjoying the ops, so you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Grass cutter. We delete the boxes, delete the medical. And then the ground textures we can delete. I'm just making sure I'm not deleting anything scripted. Alright. So, they're basically just going to be interacting along this MSR. I've got multiple PKT turrets around to kind of watch where things are. Looks like they picked, they're going to do a circle like this and then clear things out.
Good
So,
afternoon,
like
Liru.
that. Cool. Alright, we're also going to occasionally have a set of something to put down. So I'm going to make a few vehicles.
Alright, you want us to cross over the water or with you?
Oop, that didn't work.
Stand by for us.
Alright, cool. Don't need to have his engine revving, so I'll just turn that off for now. And then I'll just be copy-pasting those. But, I mean, this is one where they can definitely steal vehicles if they want to. I'm going to rearrange some of the PKTs just in case they're,
No, Bravo go first. Bravo goes first.
doing meta, because they didn't do reconning.
Confirmed.
But the other one, they already moved to the river, so I won't change that one. We'll see how things go. But hope you're all doing A-okay. We have multiple streams today. We've got this. We have FNF War Games at 2 o'clock today. That's Eastern Standard Time, so that's in 2.5 hours after this mission. And then we have Stillwater tonight. It's going to be a one-off lucrative contract where we're not allowed to bring anything. All the gear is provided. Also, yes, the double tree.
We're all high on combat.
Someone tell Stanley to come across the river.
It's always funny when you see a double tree. But otherwise, players are moving out. Global AI skill is set to our 90-50. I'm going to bump this up to 80 when contact actually starts. But I think they're just setting defensive positions behind them. Doing a little bit of foxhole creation as well. And we do have this machine gun right here, so we'll see how things go. And then Sunday, we don't have any planned streams. I'll be doing some dev either today in my off time, unless Bloodwing steals me, or we'll be doing it tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to potentially dev, at least like 4 or 5 files, because I didn't get to them last night. Went for a nap at 4 p.m. yesterday, woke up at 10 p.m.
Alpha, start moving across.
Damn, Tech, I didn't know you were Bloodwing.
And...
Alright, they're starting to move across. I also don't have a planned auction today because I'm immediately going to go for FNF. I need to message Nemesis and ask him for the mod set.
I shouldn't have preset. I regret that. Oh well, whatever.
We'll see how things go. I just have to make a note of what they clear out and what not, because they can fully clear up the MSRs to get these additional camps if they want to. Also, the camps have a chance of having, you know, additional crates by them that, you know, like this humanitarian crate has some food and water, and then there's others that might have caches.
Remember, you guys are responsible for keeping your teammates together.
How many Falcons in the AO today? 2, and they're both in the same squad. Because they requested it. Well, New Falcon did. Here, they're in this squad. So there's New Falcon, and that's Old Falcon. So this should be a simple raiding contract, but if they stick in the AO for too long, then it gets violent. But we might have first contact here because of that coming down. And you know how I am. Things can go from bad to worse in an instant. But yeah, once the vehicles get out there, I'll delete them.
You cross up?
Alpha just crossed.
Roger that. Let's go. Let's start heading towards them.
Oh.
We're gonna be getting shot at. Oh, well.
Northwest.
Yeah, take out the contact.
He is pathing locked, so I'll go ahead and adjust him. And now we're going to set this up to 80 because contact has begun. Trying to get my tracers on. And like that, the fighting has begun. Oh, we're not making it too easy.
There's a bunker to the northwest.
Next time gambling, I still haven't had the time to open up poker. I got to finish my other mission files first. Next time we're going to do blackjack. Don't know. Maybe I'll find some time either today or tomorrow. It just depends on what I can do. But otherwise, main force is moving out. We do have a survivor. I'm going to hard copy him and move him to a camp, and that's going to cause some camp activity.
All right, Alpha will do the 5 mines here. So just give us a moment, and I'll get everyone to plant.
Yeah, roger that. Bravo, cover them.
Once activity picks up, then I will
face east, since that's where vehicle cure is going to come from.
Get a little crazier. We do have this avoid area here. I'm going to be nice because there wasn't really anything else, but when he gets there, next time there's contact, though, that's when I'm going to start sending some teams down from the avoid areas where I have a shit ton of units.
Unknown.
Remember, every one of these red markers technically means 40 people.
Yeah, if it's a light vehicle, it will engage with rifle fire, then... Oh,
looks like a truck.
It's a truck. Wait till it's a little closer, then engage it with the rifles.
Alright.
I just saw one of your men get shot in the face.
So I'll make sure I didn't break my RC capability. Now we're gonna start sending
mines, I think most of
some
them
forces down.
Alpha's on it.
Not Bravo Alpha, placing mines.
To go check that out. So that was a lot of gunfire in a very rapid burst. Good shooting, though. There is some AT to take right there as well, so... Alright, that's 1 place, 2 place, 3 placed. That's 4. I'm waiting to see if they put a 5th one down. That might be Daz. Because I only see the 4 right there. Because for planting the mines... They get 100 per mine, so that's 500 total. But now we've got a bunch of stuff kind of forming up here. I am going to send another truck. Because, I mean, I'm trying to keep them even along the road.
Just make sure to place the mines on the actual, like, tire track marks. Because if they're in the middle, they might go into the vehicle that's exploding.
Well, I can tell you that a good chunk of them were already planted because I just threw men at them.
Yeah, just in the future.
This is a good spot to place them, don't get me wrong, but then they need to hold this area, and we are right next to the barricade. I think the T intersection would have been easier because that would have put them equidistant, and then they could have immediately booked it north.
To clear out the,
but, I mean, here's right next to the river, so they can get out of here if they need to.
5 mines are planted.
Roger that.
We are being engaged from the west as well.
Hey, someone's down over there. Someone's down over there. Bring them down.
Good.
So now we're going to start sandwiching the force here.
How heavy is the contact warrior?
Mac, I think, is engaging what he can. We got to watch kill counts. Jesse's the kill lead at the moment. They pulled out all of these bodies. Good God.
We'll be there in a second.
Truck wasn't destroyed, though, so it doesn't count. They're still trying to get Penguin up. We're not seeing them dig any defensive areas here, so this shows me that they're going to intend to move to the compound to clear it. And how is that truck coming along? There it is.
No problem. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.
So I think Charlotte just looted the gun. It's an M16A1 with a CCO 68 red dot and freaking C-mags.
Squad moving southeast.
Yeah.
Roger, I'll get my guys.
I haven't given any of the insurgents bandages. I really don't care about them.
We going down the road or in the trees?
Edge of the roads.
That's just kind of how things are. So they withstood a majority of that attack. We are at 40 kills already. Now they're going to start disengaging. They dug up a few trenches, though. That's good. Hey, Daniel. How you doing?
Smack it.
Alright. Here, I'm gonna make tallies for this.
Je suis le nouveau commandant. Ça mène vers l'avant.
Alright, so these guys are gonna hear the shooting, start honing in on them.
Boom, like an RPG. Do you want to hit the other truck for money?
Yeah, hitting the other truck would give you $100. Just one of them got the frickin' super bazooka out from the auction, and they're using it today, which is a good use. There goes the other truck. All right. Keeping tallies of those as their game master. Looks like we have 3 people down because they're now starting to attack the fortified position. And they're going to start getting attacked on the rear, too, so... Ooh, this ain't good. In here, we do have another cache. That is the one filled with stuff. The M79, some rifle grenades, Lee Enfield.
Alright, looks like Alpha's gonna pull risk security while we continue.
They're digging some foxholes now. They're trying to set some cover for themselves because now they're taking contact from the rear. Storm should really pull back. I'll spawn another vehicle probably around the 55-minute mark. I'll give them a breather. Like I said, I like to start my ops a little easy, but then we start picking up. We're going to send additional QRF from the north. We're going to do a group in the middle this time. And I'm going to send one from the left side. Because they are always going to be under contact. Pretty much this is just a massive attrition fight until they run out of medical. OG Falcon just got murked using an MP40. Oof. But now we have this group running ahead to clear.
Hey, someone doing this one.
And they're slowly clearing all these buildings. It's good.
Alright, Alpha's currently got 3 guys down. We're trying to hold, but I think we'll be okay.
This is a play off of the Romanian PMCs that were hired by the Congolese. Yes, that got expelled by because Rwanda captured them and expelled them from the country. So we got those forces coming in. Technically, the camps can also act as little spawn points, so I can like mobilize, you know, groups of 4 or 6. So I'll start doing them that way.
Alpha, 2 men down, patching, and then we'll move into the camp.
Do do front and back. Less than 5 minutes now.
He's my squad.
Jesse freaking drop shotted me somehow.
But if really
It's a cash? It's a cash.
Bravo is the command word.
It's a cache. Ooh, that's always a good sign.
CPR, could you just pick them up and we can move?
And then when people die, I'm gonna take their names. I found a refined way to do this, so you're working on that. Let me select all this stuff here.
Roger, Southwest. We're picking
So I
up
can
our last
remove that.
casualty and walking into the camp.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few actually.
Okay, Alpha, you pulling back?
Hey, firm, coming to the camp. Moving southeast.
Yeah, have some people watch west. Bravo's the big lot incoming.
Alright, they're pulling back. I'm sending stuff over. I'm gonna delete a few of the bodies along the rear because I want to keep the server a bit clean. We'll probably do another truck, but I'll dismount it early and send the squad of infantry in.
Alright, this is Alpha at the camp. Our casualty woke up. We're good to go.
Using groups of like 4 to 8 right now. Soon that's going to get to like 9 to 15 in terms of swarm size.
Hey, firm. Go with them to the truck. Leave the AT.
There's Sterling just outside the wire.
Red team,
It's over that way. It's the east. Just outside.
So I'm not going to.
Has everyone got all their members up?
Bravo's got all members up.
Alpha Green, ready to go.
Roger, we want to continue moving southeast.
Looks like these guys are trying to look over the dead, but they're getting shot at, so. There's a free RPG right there, and there is a backpack, but no one over here is gonna find it in time. Anyway, hold on.
Yeah.
Alright, Bravo's good.
Noting the main camp. And let me just tab out to make sure they haven't put any more AT mines.
Attempt to exit the camp southeast now.
Yep, they have. Okay.
Roger.
Contact southeast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to word it like that weird, but if that's how you're gonna see it, then sure.
Dragon's down.
This is just meant to be a fun little, like, management of resources game for yourself.
Bravo's got one man down.
Alright. Gonna step up with a BRDM later, maybe a 113. And then when I really want to get these chuckleheads out of here, I'll start sending tanks.
Alright, Bravo's good. We need to go now.
Yeah. Keep trying to move southeast. We're going to have guys coming in from behind us like constantly, so we've got to keep going.
Alright, I'm curious, what did they glean from it? They took a majority of the rifle grenades. Someone dropped an AKM to probably take the M79. Nice. These guys really need to learn how to move with casualties to basically stabilize them and move them, because otherwise...
You guys mark all the fines in place down.
They have, yes. Because they haven't put any more, they're going to probably, I think, pick another spot, yeah, up here to put the mines down.
That's not good. Apparently everyone with the radio is fucking dead. Yeah, mine got down. Do you know if they already placed all the mines down? Yeah, they said they placed all 5 of the mines, so they're supposed to.
Alright.
Apparently someone was still carrying around a mine here and they flung it to the ground somewhere in the building.
Bravo's moving east because we can't go south. There's a squad of enemies.
Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Bravo's making the suggestion we just move to lay mines instead of going through the forest to potentially look for encampments.
Out across the road, just east.
Were all the mines placed down already?
No, negative. The mines were not all placed down. We were supposed to hold 5 for a second position.
Sorry, that was pretty good.
5 mines were planted. They weren't marked maybe incorrectly. They're all on map, just probably somewhere in group. I'll fix it.
I'm gonna send these guys up now.
You're carrying all the mines. I heard someone was dropping their mine in the building cluster.
Did someone drop their mine for loot? That would have been super funny.
I think I have them all though, because I did see one get dropped and picked it up.
I don't need $100. I need loot.
Got a vehicle.
I would pull that though. What's better, $100 or getting an M79 with some rounds that's worth more than 100? You know. Decisions.
Both squads will have all their men with them still.
Bravo's got all my men.
Alphas, I'm just checking everybody, but I think we're good to go. Yeah, we're good.
Bravo's going to continue moving east.
Yeah, so first 2 missions that ran, 2/3 of them got wiped in the first mission. Half of them got wiped in the a little over half got wiped in the second mission. This one only has 2 squads with a commander instead of our 3 squads with a commander because we kind of did this last minute. Because I just decided F it. So that's why we only have the 2 squads.
We've got an encamp to our southeast.
Engage destroy if you can.
So this one we'll see if they do any better, but I have a lot to work with. Really, hats off, though, to the people that immediately dig foxholes and build fortifications. That's what's really going to save the players. That and then our heavy hitters like Mac, Jesse, Devil, and new and old Falcon. There goes Dragon getting shot.
Let me work on him.
Is he wearing a different uniform? Wait a minute.
He's fine.
He's just wearing M88.
Morphine then.
I don't have one.
So I wrote that down. I'm gonna basically take $50 from his pay for that, and if he does it again, I'm gonna double it to 100, and then 200, and then 400.
Compound?
Yeah, film the.
I need to look at my DM just to make sure he didn't like message me about it. But people that have asked me to change their uniform, I said no, because I want them all to look the same.
If anyone's picked up, we're gonna keep moving.
Alpha's ready. We'll keep moving east. Be advised.
Right, so I killed a majority of the units here.
We have 3 mines.
Ah, my.
Somehow 2 mines have gone missing.
So just reconfirming, you want us to push past the camp and not clear it out?
So clearing a camp means they've killed everyone in the camp. So if there's like, you know, 2 guys surviving.
Yeah, actually no, do push south and clear the camp. Actually, Gregan.
We are clearing.
All right. Every 5 minutes I'm adding a vehicle, so we'll continue with the trucks. I'll soon send a BRDM to be like super mean. And then I am deleting bodies behind them. I'm trying to leave the trucks as like a debug. Just if I want to do head counting later. But any bodies that the enemy gets on top of even caches, I am removing, just to say, I should empty it instead, but basically for debug purposes to keep the server clean. And then I've got my camp spawn points here to also work with.
There is a truck at this camp to blow up.
Yeah, it's the one that stopped on the road. Yeah, do we have any spare explosive charges or AT?
Yeah, they can just blow it up with AT. They've found a bit, so.
AT, apparently. Might as well use the AT you have. Yeah, we're gonna. If we don't find any charges, we're gonna use the RPG. I saw someone's back to blow it up.
I don't think we have any charges, so blow it up.
Alpha does not have any charges. Camp is mostly just a bunch of crap.
Bravo has some AT grenades.
Yeah, I have a grenade as well.
AT grenades.
Okay, come on.
I'd save the
So
AT
we're doing
grenades for the
something
heavier
good.
armor. That's just me. Got Jesse and Dragon going for looting. I think we're gonna start mixing some squads with some machine guns here. The issue is if you're caught looting, you get shot. There goes Dragon, because these two got greedy.
Dragon is down on the road west, I need help.
Oh, they're getting greedy.
Be advised, we've got a couple. Bravo's got a couple men down who are on the road.
Roger. Also, have people face west since we've got incoming contact behind us. Why are people still standing in the camp? Like, oh, an AT grenade thrown in that truck and everyone's moving northeast best they can.
Past the minute.
We have men down who ran off on their own.
Ah, bye.
Ah.
Oh, that's too bad.
And stabilize them and pick them up if you can. Alright, squad that's further northeast from the campsite. Hold your position for now.
Bravo, you got everybody, or you need help?
Broski's getting surrounded. And I am going to, I'm gonna send the swarm.
I told them, they said we're leaving anyway. They said leave them. I told them, they said just leave
AT
them.
grenade on the truck, whoever's going on.
Jesse ran for it, Dragon died. Alright, hold on. I gotta adjust that on my sheets. So, Dragon... Move him to the dead category, take the 12 remaining operators, turn to 1, and then have a dead guy.
Bravo's continuing to move.
Our trucks are apparently resistant to RPGs, you know.
Got a new vehicle approaching from the east.
Roger.
Liru, the truck ate an RPG.
Did you RPG the front of it?
No, I hit the rear, which already meant it.
No, the rear is literally just the cargo bed. You have to hit it in the engine to blow it up, guys. Come on.
You guys shot it in the back? Come on, guys.
Liru, I hit the wood in the back of the truck. You know, the part that doesn't have anything that cooks off. Why didn't it explode? You know.
Bravo's good to go. Let's do this.
Crazy thing, guys.
Look, we might just have to forget that truck and keep moving.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Fucking really, guys?
Alright, Bravo's moving northeast.
Man, that's coming out of your paycheck.
Yeah, it's going out of our paycheck. It's going out of our paychecks.
Max commentary. Love it. Another 30 minutes, we'll send another truck down, and I'm going to start making heavier groups come in. Rip Dragon, though. I'm gonna be honest, though, that's entirely his fault. He should not have been out there on his own. Jesse was with him, but at the same time, in an enemy AO where you're constantly having to move and get around, Probably not the smartest thing to pull something like that. To set up those 2 squads, we're gonna really start prepping a heavy encirclement here. And we still have a few people down here. Looks like, I don't know if they're plan making or what, but I'm trying to get these groups to continue to move, but they seem to be really, really slow. Alright, I got a few bodies up here. I'll go ahead and remove these. Max almost had his 40 for a bonus payment of 80. Awesome. Recover the Vic? You're right. I can just recover the Vic. Well, the funny thing is, he's going to continue to drive it, so it might get cooked off by an AT mine.
Everyone's still up?
So we'll see if it cooks the AT mine. I'll add it to the tally as a debug notice.
Issue. Yeah, there's a truck behind us.
Did that chucklehead forget to drink? That's cool. Somehow got stuck on that. All right, I am a little late on the next truck.
Alright, I was telling you guys to stop looting and actually like kill people. They're shooting at us. Also, Minor, can one of you guys with an anti-tank grenade throw an anti-tank grenade at the engine of that truck in front of us?
Roger, I'll get it squared away in a moment.
Dishka's starting to tear through people. That got Mac Marine knocked. And Jesse. Oh! And as soon as Devil tried to grab him, he got shot. I do have some fun stuff up here. That's putting it lightly. Taking some shots from the rear now. Brownie went down. And we have the Horde coming. I have no idea where you're going. This is not the road. But Broski is somehow driving perfectly through the forest instead of using the road and bypassing the mines. Huh. I ordered him on the road, but he somehow...
If that AT grenade is I'll be upset.
Start moving some.
I think I'm gonna be upset.
Those AT grenades.
We got Devil and someone else bleeding out in the trench. Oh, the sandbag formation.
Uh-oh. There is a lot of uh-oh coming.
Alright, what are we doing, Command? Do I see down as well?
Nope.
Alright, then what are we doing? Because Brownie's down.
The ground is down. Well, start moving towards the outpost. To our southeast. And whoever had that AT grenade, throw that on that.
We chucked the AT grenade on the truck. It was cringe.
And also, whoever's got the...
Just hit it with an RPG then.
Jesse is dead. That is really unfortunate. Looks like they'll be able to save Devil, though. Charlotte's yelling to run and get shot.
Help me!
Fuck, Brownie's down
What's the situation with all the squads? We're moving south.
2 I see. Brown went down again. It's looking like a mad scaz back here at the crossroad.
No.
They're routed. No one is firing back right now. Everyone's in here just freaking out. Now you got Ian running back here into the horde, not realizing it's full of enemies. Where are you going? What are you doing? Yeah, they're digging their own graves at this point.
It's time to put them down because everything's so unorganized. No one knows where anything is. We're probably gonna bug out.
I'm planning 2 at the crossroad.
Miner planting under fire here. Here, hold on. I have to spawn another truck because we're past that next 5-minute margin.
Whatever mines you have left, throw them down now. We're gonna disengage.
Yep, confirmed.
I might go down.
Push to the contact to the north.
All right, so that's another one. That's also a second camp. That's 2 camps cleared so far. They've set up a new base of fire position. Committing those 2 other squads as reinforcements. They're getting left. Miners still trying to assist.
Providing cover for now.
All right, hold on. Let me go tab out and put Jesse's name on the dead list.
3 of them are down over there is what I'm saying.
Oh.
They're all dead now.
Oh, fuck. That includes our medic, damn it.
Yeah.
Another down.
Okay.
How many people do we have left in each squad?
We're down 6 people now, so they've got 13.
I believe we're a 5-man team in Alpha now.
And I heard you had some people down somewhere.
Yeah, they just went down near the yellow plume over there, medic and 2 men.
We have this horde over here that's been dragging their
We
feet.
have 11 people here. We could try to rescue 3 down. What do you guys think?
Sorry, repeat that.
I think everyone's too busy running.
I think if we're pushing a front rather than being swarmed, we can manage it, but that's
They're
if
going
you
to be
guys
killed
want
or
to.
captured if we don't go back. Do we leave them or do we go rescue them?
Leave them.
We also have 2 more men down at the line that we were just at, like 20 meters behind Gamer and Egron.
Uh-oh.
I'm with them.
These 2 are
And alone.
savable, but
You know,
those
that's
guys I
we
think
were
are
just
screwed.
at before we backed up again, just there.
Yeah, the issue was you guys attacked the front side of this
with them.
fortification.
Alright.
Like, this is the other main camp.
We just left you here.
So, I mean, this camp had all of its fortifications facing where enemy territory was. This camp also has all their fortifications, including a front-firing Dishka that cut like 2 or 3 people down.
We got guys coming in
Up
from
the
our
MSR
east.
where the enemy stuff is. That's why we got fortifications on this side, so you kind of hit it head-on. Which kind of messed with you guys. Yeah, the island is an enemy position, but it's marked. So they have this marked as to clear. I don't have the full 40 troops there, but I think they're turning around to try to hold engage here. But my AI do not seem really interested in trying to fight them. Yeah, I'm going to be ahead of the game for this truck. Trying to alternate between my MSRs.
Well, that is going to fuck us up. Me and Angel are trying to pull back the 2 casualties we have.
Alright, Falcon and Brownie are going to be on the dead list. So, hold on. So, that is New Falcon.
Well, Angel went down.
Brownie, and then who else is here? Daz and Hobo Lord. I'll just run the new tally later. And now we have additional people going down. Mac and Squirrel are down. Angel, I think, is going to try to run up to assist. They're carrying another guy back. Mac got left. OG Falcon's down. It started with people running off to loot, and then it just devolved. I don't think this will be a wipe. I think we'll still have a good chunk of people actually get away. But it's just, you know, people are stopping and medicating, other people are running off and doing their own thing. That's how it tends to devolve, is people just end up on their own and get murked. Yeah, now you have this massive swarm here.
Everyone's fucked. We're leaving.
I can grab some here. Closer.
If you're not doing something, shoot the fuckers.
I'm a fucking medic.
Shoot them. Oh, he's gone down. Alright, pick someone up if you can, we're leaving.
Gamerin is dead.
Alright, I can't take them. They're both lost too much blood and I don't have blood.
We get a ton of money because everyone's dead.
Oh.
Okay, it's not money.
And it's 3 trucks gone, so that's 450.
Boys, make sure you're on mid, you know, normal, not yelling, and 450.
Alright, we gotta change this now. So we have Gamerin is dead. Mac is gonna be dead. Who else do we have here? Miner and Agrin. So, here's what I think happened. The first death was Dragon running off on his own. Jesse tried to back him up. Dragon gets shot. He gets left. He dies. The rest of them, they move on. What the issue was 2/3 of them were in here, and a handful of them were running around over here fighting the garrison here, and they were basically in a firefight that this group right here couldn't really support them with through the thick bushes and whatnot. So people here got eliminated by this Dishka when they were kind of focusing on the camp, and I'm not sure they were going to try to hit that, but they end up hitting these positions head on, and that's what kind of screws them. And then from there, because they now have a mass cast situation of the people that are here, this bogs them down for too long. The QRF all around comes up, starts swarming them. They're able to hold a little bit, but they finally make the order to pull back, and it just falls apart on them.
Who the fuck gave the order to go back in?
So that was a very tough positioning.
People, even though I said don't.
He better be fucking dead.
So it was just a mess.
If anyone, yes.
Okay, fucking well.
Jesse wanted to loot? Oh, that's even worse then. That is even worse.
I'm giving him empty again.
Yeah, alright,
But yeah, like that, I'm gonna be honest, this is one of those unfortunate instances of there's no way any plan could have done this one because they, you know, by traveling down the MSR, ended up in front of, like, the main encampment that they're supposed to clear out, and this Dishka just shredded 3 people, and then from there, the dominoes fell, you know?
Leave you behind again, buddy.
Such is the life of contracting. There's yeah, there was only 1 AT mark. But it is what it is. That's why I very rarely put Dishkas down. The good news is they've completely disengaged, so unless they open up, I'm not going to really know where they are. Yep, Falcon, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Matt, so, yeah, people that were leaving also gave the wrong intel to state that they could have gone back to grab those guys. They could not have. Again, you're fighting the main compound here. You already cleared one of the 2 main camps. The other main camp's here, and people put themselves in a position where they attacked it head-on. Dishka caused a few casualties, and then everything kind of dominoed from there. No, I'm not going to capture anybody. Now, they're going to be given the all-clear. We'll still have a few patrols around, so...
I was too busy healing people.
Let's see if they actually fall back. Hey, any of you still alive have a radio? Angel?
Yeah.
Are you RTB, or are you going to...
Yes.
Okay. You guys have successfully disengaged, so you can take your inventory right now. There's nothing pursuing you because they think they got everyone, so. If you want to measure your gear, take your screenshots, you don't have to cross the river, you can just do it right there.
Yeah, we can do it right here. Take care of your gear and stuff.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Bread on water and food.
You'll be fine. It's screenshots or FX anyway.
But I'm out of bananas.
I think the op balance was fine for where I wanted it to be. It's just you guys got too bogged down and then swarmed. But again, that was the domino that fell. Was again, people pushed up here to, you know, take cover. Dishka shredded 3 guys, and from there it just kind of cascaded. And then we just had an instance of too many people were down, too many people were medicing, no one was pulling security, and then panic ensued and people went nuts. Yeah, the AI are going to suppress the bushes. You have to use cover, get an E-tool. And yes, this also does have a high accuracy on purpose. If it was too low, you guys would be steamrolling, and I don't want that. You got to be quick in these missions, otherwise things go nuts.
Oh, damn.
What do you have there? M79.
It's fucking tube launcher. No, we're holding here. Everyone good? Got your stuff now?
Here and we'll be ended, so, you know,
If you got your screenshot, stand in the water. If you've got your screenshot done.
with the survivors.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yep, you good?
Alright, Liru, everyone here's good. We've all got a
Yep,
screenshot
alright.
done.
Stand by for next.
Alright, stand by for index.
Here, I'm just reading this back, just so we can confirm. We cleared out, we destroyed 2 trucks, we put 6 mines down, 2 small camps were taken out, 1 major camp was taken out. Anyone have anything against that? I'm pretty sure that's how it played out.
No, that's good.
Alright, stand by.
We actually got quite a lot.
Wait.
Get more
Wait,
money.
Can we just ask Liru to give us a box and then we can save our loadout here? Instead of having to redo it every single time? I mean, doesn't that make more sense?
No, because I want it to be logged, and then you might want to change stuff with other gear that you have.
Well, I mean, just like put it on there so then I can add gear later so we don't have to go like double
Yes,
the time.
I don't trust people.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Anyway.
People have broken that trust. And,
Yeah.
I can understand where Liru's I can understand both sides, but yeah.
1... Jesus Christ.
Dead.
I lived.
Alright.
Nobody else lived. I was the only person that lived.
Yeah, funny. Dragon, you there?
It's getting called out.
Make sure you have the right uniform on. If you don't, I'm going to take away half your pay next time.
Was it not the MAA?
It's the M88, but there's additional to it in the
Okay,
text. Yep, I was gonna penalize you, but I figured you probably just didn't know. So, overall,
I didn't. Yeah.
yeah, it's all good, buddy. Just I'm letting you know.
I think it's technically named wrong.
Yeah, it's typoed on the letters the wrong way around.
The M and N are switched.
So do I have it written do I have it written wrong? Okay, can someone send me? Gotcha. Can someone send me the right one, and I'll fix that. Then that's on me. That's why I'm not penalizing. Dragon was taking care of it.
The fuck, you're not reading? Damn, falling far from the tree.
All right, so
DM'd.
Thank you. Sorry, setting up with everything on my music. Just to explain, the first casualty was because Jesse and Dragon decided to go off looting away from everybody else, and the QRF was behind them, and they shot Dragon, and Jesse had to leave him. What really screwed you guys was you were attacking the second and like the more main encampment area because that was the management for the T intersection. You hit a side camp that was on the T intersection itself, but that put a few of the people that went into that camp in front of a Dishka that was facing up the road because they're going to be guarding the MSR in the direction of the enemy territory, which is to the north of them, which you guys were. So it shredded 3 people. And other people were concerned with either ATing the truck or being in the back behind the MSR on the northern side, just handling medical. And then as you guys were trying to move to take care of those 3 people that were down, one of them died. It was Jesse. And then people pulled back, and then too many people were focused on doing medical rather than pulling security. So the few people that were pulling security got overwhelmed and knocked, and then it just kind of dominoed. 4 people got left, and then Mac tried to have you guys pushed back to do... actually, I don't even know if that actually happened. It was more so people were pulling back, and in that pullout, 2 more people went down, and then half of you continued moving, and then the other half stayed, and then people just went down because they got super confused on what to do. And then we just kind of dominoed from there. So it all kind of started with... just unfortunate positioning because that does sometimes happen in ops. But from there, no one was really able to rally everyone. There were some moments where you guys did rally and choose a direction, but then there was some confusion on potentially pulling back, and that spaced you guys out, and then it just kind of became a slaughter. But that's how it happens. I'm going to now do some math and get the payouts out. Update your gear if you survived. If you didn't, just state what you lost and update some new sheets. But, yeah. I'm sorry this was so difficult. I didn't mean for it to be difficult. It's just sometimes this is how it plays out.
People were just way too slow.
Oh, we gotta state what we lost too. Fuck.
Yeah, to update the sheet because I don't know.
You got 10 mines. You could place them anywhere on the road. You only placed 6.
Yeah.
Why?
I think the plan was they were going to put 5 up the MSR and then 5 at the T intersection. Which...
But the placement doesn't really matter, does it?
It doesn't. Yeah. Because I think maybe they were going to... Like, you guys are going to have the goal of, like, farming the MSR for vehicle kills, but at the same time, you had it in your plan that you're going to go to the island and then leave. So, if you weren't going to farm the MSR for kills, then you could have just put them all at the front of the MSR and then cleared some of the camps and then the island and then been gone instead of, like, holding. So, I don't know. Maybe it was just a interesting plan by Brownie. Brownie, you still here? Do you want to explain it?
I'm stupid.
Sorry.
Well, at least you're honest.
I'm sorry, Mac.
Okay, all right.
And someone made a suggestion of not trying to go south through the jungle and, like, moving around on, like, the rear of the other marked position. And we should just go down the road. So I was like, all right, we can just go down the road. So we did that, and yeah, all died. So it was not the good move. Sometimes it felt like it was difficult to get the squads to do what I wanted. Like I have to tell them multiple times to actually get them to like move, or like people kept trying to stop and like dig in when we're supposed to be moving, which was slightly annoying. But overall, okay, other than the dying part. But yeah.
I noticed that because as 2 IC, I was 50 or 100 meters in front of everyone, walking and firing at the enemies, moving very slowly, but people are still digging in on the roads. when they were supposed to be moving, even on command, I could hear everything. Come on, guys, just listen to the GC.
Do we also state what we still have in reserve?
Yes. So you just give me an updated list of your inventory. So whatever you lost is removed. Whatever you gained if you survived is gained, and whatever you used is used. And then I just paste it on your character for logs.
Remind me, partial mags?
Did you repack them?
Yes.
Then it's rounded up. But if you have multiple partials, they're rounded down. I'll confirm when you shoot the screenshot.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap up my stream. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. All right, that was... Ooh. But like I said, teething, this is a very difficult campaign. It's meant to be punishing, and the player base is either going to learn that or they're going to keep dying. Yeah, oof. I'll see you guys in an hour and a half for Soon Event FNF. If you want to come and join this campaign and see if you are worth it... I'm sorry, if you are able to survive at a scenario like this... Ooh. Sorry for the wording there. Feel free to come and join Discord. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.